Right, 1 second. So that's not too big because the last image I did was of the guttering, so I zoomed in for that. Wrong way. Okay, that explains a lot. Yes, it does. Right, let's get the body because it's drizzle. Nothing worse than drizzle. It's just drizzle. Just a bit drizzly tonight. Nothing major. I mean, it's pretty clear skies actually. In general, got a bit of drizzle. That's all. Just a bit of moisture in the air. I mean, you might be able to see it on the. Certainly, if you look at the. So you can see a little bit of drizzle come down, can't you? Not a lot, just a little bit. Doggies will be a bit wet when they get home, but that's fine. I've got towels. I've got towels in the car. Problem is they're underneath where the doggies lay. So yeah, okay. Aye. Anyway, subjects. Right. Okay. First of all, back to COVID for a second. Talk about that a tiny bit more. Right. Okay. As I said before, the WHO have said quite clearly that lockdowns don't work. Simple. Lockdowns don't work. You know, when you have a situation where your health service is being crippled by COVID, then a lockdown can help with that. Obviously, you know, like Italy was struggling massively, and lockdown helped. It helped to relieve that situation because people weren't mixing, so the cases dropped a bit. Of course, then when people went back together, cases come up again. That's what's going to happen. We know that. But anyone with any common sense knows that. Problem is, it's like Sage did another study by computer. It looked quite scary, the results, but Sage then came out afterwards and says, yeah, but we have to consider the fact that when we did the study, we took away all the safety measures that we're taking. You know, no washing hands, no staying 2 meters apart, etc., etc. No wearing a face mask. What the consequences would be of that if we would just, you know, no lockdown, we were all mixing together, but we weren't doing any, you know, safety measures at all. Which of course is not the reality. So why the bloody hell are you doing studies and releasing studies that show the results of things that couldn't possibly be the case because we're not doing things that way? I mean, Jesus Christ, these idiots. They're intentionally causing as much fear as they possibly can. At least on this occasion, Sage came out and said, well, it's because, yeah, we put into the parameters of the test that there would be no safety precautions taken by the public at all. Oh, but there are. Why on earth would you even bother doing a test which shows, you know, what if we weren't taking precautions? We are taking precautions, you absolute idiots. We're staying at 2 meters apart. We're wearing the face mask when we're in public, in places like shops and other places. They're doing that already, yeah? But I mean, yeah. Even they've said that, generally speaking, that most people, you know, under the age of 70, if you're healthy, you know, and you get the virus, you'll survive it. It's not going to kill you. They say something like it kills. Yeah, this is what the WHO have said. It kills 0.05% people. So yeah, it's less than few. Yeah. So okay. Stop panicking. Yeah, the flu is worse than that. It kills more people. Oh dear. Well, and the problem is obviously, yeah, you've got people that are really, really fat. Yeah, there's a lot of people like that, and it's going to kill them. But the problem is, society is getting fatter and fatter and fatter. So obviously, oh, That's the reasons. Yeah. Yeah, old people with issues and fat people, really. That's the problem. So the rest of the people, they're fine. You're fine. Live. Go and live. Go on. Indeed. Anyway, there you go. So yeah, that's the first bit done. Second subject. Yeah. Well, the second subject, based on what we were saying last night about, we all have decisions that we make. We all have things that we decide. We have thoughts that we take, etc., etc., etc. But that's why judging other people doesn't work. That's why God says, don't judge. Don't judge others. You're not supposed to do that. The reason you're not supposed to do it is because you can't. You're not in a position to judge others. Because you don't know enough about the person to be able to judge them. And we don't. It doesn't matter what the person has said, what the person has done. You can't really judge them. And you can't really judge them because you can't put yourself in their shoes. Because you've never lived their life. That's the reality. It's too easy to judge people. We have a society that happily does that, we have newspapers that are so poor that all they do is speak about rubbish. Riley, come. Come on, Amber. This way. Amber, come. Come on, this way. Come on. You can do it. Come. There you go. Well, that's the point. As I say, sensational newspapers. The point of those is to say, okay, judge these people. Yeah. But you can't do that. Not really. Oh dear. As I said before, yeah. Well, you can have two people with the same sort of life. But obviously, different friends, different teachers. So obviously, different thoughts, different everything really. Yeah. But okay. Yeah. Two people had one parent, no dad, no dad. Yeah. But as I say, one had a great friend. The same person had good teachers. The other one, no. Didn't have a good friend or good teachers. So, can they judge the other one? No. Of course not. No. The first person with a good friend can't judge the other person at all, because different lives, different life, yeah. And that's the point. That's why you can't judge others, because although you can look at a life of one person, look at a life of another person and say, well, they're very similar. They're very similar, these two lives. It's the little details, the tiny little details that can change why a person thinks the way they think. That little ripple, it could be a tiny little ripple, like a stone thrown into water. That little ripple could be all the difference on why someone thinks that way. Yeah. So yeah, well, that's why, good boys do bad things. Yeah. Well, sometimes you see a person on the news and you think, oh, bad parents there. Really bad parents there. But then you see the parents and you think, oh, bloody hell. The parents are lovely. Yeah. Lovely parents there. They love that man. That boy. Yeah. So why? As I say, little things. Little tiny things that have happened in that person's life. The parents have tried to teach that boy the good things in life. To be respectful, etc., etc., etc. To not hurt people, etc., etc., etc. But, that boy is being pushed in a direction. You can't judge because you weren't that person. Even though you may have been brought up with parents exactly the same, brought up in the same drinking road as that person. Even having the same best friend. You can't judge. Because you shared some things with that person for their life. But not everything. So yeah, dear. Yeah. That's the point, isn't it, really? That's why God said, don't judge people. Not easy. Not easy at all. Some people you want to judge them. Obviously, yeah. Of course. You want to judge them, but you can't. Well, you can try to, but you can't. Not really. So, if someone is judging you, that's their problem. The reason it's their problem is because if they are trying to judge you, they are judging themselves. Oh yeah. So when they die and they say, okay, God, I can go to heaven now. God says, no, sorry. You were judging that person. You were judging that person based on something you may have heard that might not have been true. You might even be judging the person based upon something you heard that was true. What you found? You found a ball? Spit it out, didn't you? You may be judging the person based on something that was true. That may be the worst thing that they did. And you're judging them on that. So, okay. What's the worst thing you did? That's what God will ask. What's the worst thing you did? Okay, well, that's what we're judging you on. We're not judging you on the fact that, the Lord did this or that. Leave it. Idiot. Chewie. Idiot. Go on, Mollie. You have it. Oh dear. What does I say? Yeah. So, there you go. God will say, there you go. Sorry. You judge that person. So you judge yourself. So, bye-bye. You go down there. So don't judge people. At all. Not at all. Well, as I say, I mean, you know, the worst thing you could do is maybe, yeah, lied. One time. You lied one time. Okay? So, okay. You've repented? Yes? Okay. But as I say, because you judged someone else, now you will be judged as a liar. But when you judge the other person, there you go. You're guilty. You're guilty straight away. You repented, doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Because your repent is nothing. Because you judge someone else. So therefore, yeah, you're guilty. That's what it is. That is what it is now. Yeah, that's what the Bible tells us. That's why it says, don't judge others. The way you judge, you will be judged. That's what the Bible says. The way you judge, you will be judged. You'll be judged according to the level you judge others. So if you judge someone else that the worst thing they've done or the worst thing you believe they've done is who they are, and you've got the right to judge them, you judge others that, yeah, they've done something, they've said something, so you've got the right to do this, that and the other, blah, 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 blah. No. You're only condemning yourself. You're not condemning the other person. You may think you are, but you're not, because there's an eternal judge. That eternal judge is the one who judges everyone, including you. So God will judge people the way he sees fit. But he judges people based upon, did they repent? As in, did they truly repent? Because repenting isn't saying sorry. That's not repenting. No. So, yeah. God judges people. Not us. And that's the point. And that's why, you know, when you go to heaven, there will be a lot of people there that you thought no chance for them getting there. And there's a lot of people are not there that you that you thought they were there. But no, because God judges people. Not us. So as I say, you know, we can judge people and say, okay, that person. You got your ball, Mollie? Wait, Mollie, where's the ball? You let the ball go again. Oh, you had the ball, you let it go, didn't you? Nutters, you always do that. Oh well. Oh well, there you go. They do what they do. Well, there you go. They always do that. But as I said the other day, we always find balls here. And if these don't take them, another dog will take them, another dog will have that ball to play with. So that's cool. That's the point. Yeah, if it's not these playing with the ball, another dog will have it. There you go, Lucy, you take that. Mollie did have a ball, but she left it, so there you go. I'm just going to pause this now, 1 second. Right, back again. There you go. I just had to put something in the car. The, what's it called, the umbrella, yes. Yeah, I've not had a lot of coffee today, so brain is struggling to work today. You can probably tell from a lot of the things I've been talking about in this chat so far. Anyway, yes. Well, I went to gym earlier, did downstairs and upstairs. Good workout. Knackered. Oof, did get knackered. Well, downstairs I did a lot of things I wasn't actually planning to do, because obviously I was being a bit quicker. Because I was trying to take only a minute between sets. So, with the, no idea. Anyway, yeah, it was good. It was good. It's good. Yeah, it was fine. Yeah. So yeah, tomorrow, no gym. No. So tomorrow is about the puppies and my babies here. Yes, indeed, it's about them. Oh yeah. Hopefully tomorrow it'll be dry so I can take puppies for a walk for the first time. And I leave. Yeah. Walk away. Because that'd be good. I mean, usually I'd have taken them for a walk by now, but it has been a bit wet on a lot of days. So they're 5 weeks old. So it'd be good to start taking them for a walk. They were 5 weeks old yesterday, so it'd be good. They would enjoy a little walk. Take them out 2 at a time. But of course, with 9, that means, you know, I'll be lucky if they all get out in a day. But again, the days that I'm not going to the gym, I've got 2 hours spare. So, yeah, I can take the pups out 2 at a time. That's 4 trips, that's fine. 4 trips, that's cool. I can do that, yes. Just keep an eye out for them, and hopefully, as I say, weather will be good. This is our second lap. As you can probably tell, yes. Oh. No, I mean, yeah, with regards to COVID, yeah, there's a lot of people that are getting incredibly fed up with this lockdown situation. They really are getting fed up now. They want life back to normal. They really do. It won't be long before people are saying, look, for goodness sake, let's let the people die who are going to die. Let's just live. We can't live this way. You can't expect everyone to live this way just to save, 200 people. That's stupid. Yeah, there's people who are going to die anyway quite soon, because that's the reason why they die of COVID. It's because, they're going to die quite soon. That's the situation. They're not healthy. They've got underlying conditions, which means if COVID doesn't get them, the flu will at some point. That's the reality, unfortunately, folks. That is the reality. Of course it is. It really is people that are obese and people that are with underlying conditions or over 80. Even over 80 with underlying conditions, because there are people over 80 that have survived it. That have had the virus and survived it. Yeah. I mean, the biggest problem for old age is giving up, right? Now, if you're 80, and say you're an 80-year-old man and your wife died, the wife you had for 40 years, she was the love of your life. But after she died, at least you had your friends you could go and visit. At least you had your community centre you could go and have, do things with. Now you're stuck alone in the house that you live with her with. How soon is it before you're going to bloody well give up? There's a lot of people in that situation. They're going to die because of that more than they are because of COVID. The effects of COVID is going to kill more people than COVID itself will kill. Because, you even look at the point of suicides are going through the roof. Certainly people are considering suicide a lot more now. Oh, it is, yeah. And again, that's why I said the church needs to focus on getting itself right. Because people are looking at suicide as options. A lot. I was watching something earlier, which is one of these malicious responses thing. And the person had a bad life. A bad time. And he said he was considering to kill himself. Oh, dear me. Yeah. Well, that's the thing then. Obviously with this thing, being locked up all the time. Being in home. Not seeing your friends, your family. Not having a job now. Knowing someday you'll be evicted because no job, no money. You can't pay the rent. So, yeah, homeless soon. You know that. You know, you may split up with your partner because, you know, you've suddenly been together. You know, in lockdown, where you never really spent that much time before together. And now, you know, a lot of your issues are coming out. It's been highlighted, you know. That's the reality, isn't it, really? Issues get highlighted. And so, yeah. Ah, dear. There's a lot of depression. And that's only going to get worse. The consequences of COVID. Yeah, they're going to be harsh. To say the least. You know, there are a lot of people who are going to, you know, who are going to be struggling a lot. So, yeah. I'm putting my left hand in my pocket because although you've got a bit of rain, it is quite nippy. So that hand's been out for a while. It's got a bit cold. There's Mollie Collie ahead. I don't know if you can see her. Or if you can see any of them. You can just about see Chewie. There's Mollie. You can see Mollie now. If you turn this way, you can see her headband. Her collar. Mollie Collie! Lavu, lavu. Here she is. Here's my girly girl. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, the puppies are fed. They've been fed. I've stopped watering down their food now. They're managing it just as it comes out. Amber, this way. Come on, girly girl. Come on, Ginger. Come on, my ginger baby. Amber, this way. Come on. Sneaking away trying to eat food. Riley! Come on, Smiley Riley. There's Amber. There's Amber. Gorgeous ginger baby girl. Hello. No, gorgeous. Oh, the finger keeps on getting in the way. 1 second, because that's where the... See if that helps. Hold it in the right place. Thank goodness I haven't got the newer blinking phone. Because this has got, I think, 3 cameras. I think 3 cameras this one's got. Yeah, the other one's got more cameras. So how do you hold it without putting your finger in the way? You know, on a walkie-talkie like this. When you're trying to hold it with the right hand. Aye. Hold it the other way around, I suppose, upside down, and then correct the angle on during the editing. Yeah, that's possible. Do it that way, yeah. Aye. So, yeah. Riley, this way. Come on, you boy. Come on, this way, boy. This way, Bubba. Aye. All fun and games. But yeah, as I say, society, yeah, we're in a situation now where the great generation went through a lot. Yeah, they went through the Depression and the Second World War, but what we're going through now is going to seem to be quite similar to that. Yeah, it's going to be quite devastating to a lot of people's lives. Yeah, because although there's been furlough, there's going to be a lot of people all over the world who are going to have no job. Yeah. And the chances of getting work is very slim because the economy is trashed. Yeah, especially when they keep on talking about lockdown. You know, if you're working if you own a firm, you're not really going to be employing more people right now, are you? Because, you know, unless you work in a firm where you're, you know, doing like a major supermarket, that sort of stuff, then you might be employing more people because, you know, you've got a demand for food and stuff, you know. You can probably open more stores, can't you? Yeah, you can certainly plan to do so because you'll be in business, because you're all people have. They've got nowhere else to go. But if you're a business person in any other business, you're not going to be looking to employ more people. You can't do that. Because what with the constant threat of another lockdown, you know, if you're working in the hospitality area, certainly you can't look to bring anyone else on. Because that area is being bashed and bashed and bashed and bashed and bashed. Well, it's like the gym I go to. They have a little cafe. Yeah. Now, I was talking to the people working there today. I said, the cafe is losing money. It must be. Because there's no one here. I said, I understand that they tried to reopen the cafe to see if it could make money. I said, but it was always going to be tricky. Yeah, because you got people sitting outside. On a rainy day, they're not going to do that. You know, they're not going to be taking or buying food now. So it'll be maybe a coffee that they get. But even then, if you've been for a workout, you're not going to buy a coffee and then drive all the way home with the coffee in your car and then have the coffee when you go home. Why do that? Why spend £2 odd for a coffee when you can just make coffee when you get home? Far cheaper. You then have your favourite coffee when you go home. So why would you bother with that? So, yeah, I mean, it's quite likely that cafe will be closed fairly soon because even they said, yeah, we probably are losing money. Yeah, because you've got to pay for electricity, you've got to pay for the staff. Yeah, you've got to cook food and stuff like that just in case somebody wants it. You know, so you've got to deal with that stuff. And so, yeah, it's money, and pretty soon they're going to realise they're not making money. So therefore, they're going to close it. They're going to have to. They're going to close it over the whole of winter. They may open it up again in mid-spring. Right, because once you start getting a bit drier weather and a bit warmer weather, people are more likely to then come back to a cafe and want drinks and stuff. They want to be sitting outside having a drink. You know, cold, wintry weather. No one's going to really sit outside in that. No. They'd rather go home and have something to eat or something to drink there. But the food prices of these cafes is just ridiculous. Yeah, I think what was one of them? Sausages, hash browns, egg, bit of bacon, bit of something else, £6 something for that. Why? What are you charging for? You know, jacket potato, right, is whatever amount of money is. With beans, you add, I think, about 120 because you're adding beans to it. Yeah. How much does a tin of beans cost? You're not even adding a whole tin of beans. Maybe a third of a tin of beans you're adding. A tin of beans doesn't cost anywhere near that much. And they get them far cheaper anyway. It's a con. Yeah. I mean, the reason why things like this do well is because obviously, you know, kids with their parents, they're going to the cafe, kids want something to eat, maybe they've had a swim or a swimming lesson or something like that, so they fancy something to eat. Right, this way, Amber. Come on, Lucy. So yeah, they want food. And so, yeah, these places have the food. And parents have to pay because the kid's saying, I want. I joked with them the other day. I said, you know, with alcohol, someone comes to a bar after they've been drinking too much, you can say you've had too much. I'm not going to serve you now. You get somebody who's fat going up and says, oh, can I have that Mars bar? donut, whatever it is, thing, please. And of course, you can't really say to them, I'm sorry, you've eaten too much sugar. I'm not going to sell you any. You're too fat already. Can't say that, can you? But it's true. It is very, very true. And yeah, they do sell in these places. You know, cookies and stuff like that. And yeah, they sell lots of stuff like that to people. I mean, staff come in there and buy coffees and stuff. Again, it should be free. Staff shouldn't have to pay for that. I'm not sure if they do, but they shouldn't have to. Certainly not. They're staff. They need it to stay awake, especially whatever job they're doing. Yeah, it's got to be so boring now. Even if you're working in the pool, compared to what it was, it's got to be so flipping boring now. So tedious. So dead. Any other jobs you're doing, you need the caffeine to keep you awake. Oh dear. Here's what it is, isn't it? Yeah. Indeed. Mollie, leave. Leave it. I can hear people. I can hear a lot of people. A lot of people there. Yeah. There's a lot of people over there somewhere. Don't know where. There's a lot of people over there somewhere. Lots of people over there somewhere. You can hear a car now. A car going vroom, 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 vroom. They're arguing about the car. Somebody was arguing with somebody. Well, there you go. Yes. Where's your ball? Where's your ball? Come here. Good ball. We'll take that. Right, there you go, folks. I will leave you now. I'll speak to you later. God bless. Bye-bye.